If you are currently stopping yourself from going after the life that you want to live and taking the action that you need to take to make the dream that you constantly think about inside your head your reality because you are scared that you might fail, then this is probably the video you've been waiting to see. Way back when, before I started my journey of being the coach I wanted to be, creating the coaching business that I wanted to have, this place that I am today, I myself held myself stuck for the longest time because I was so scared of failing. I was scared that I would fail. I was scared that everyone would see me fail and everyone would see me as a failure. And it wasn't until I pushed through this fear, worked through my fear of failure, that I actually started taking those steps to get myself where I am today. And I am so thankful that I did. And to do this, it took one simple understanding, and that was to know that there is no such thing as failure, only feedback. And if you think about some of the world's most successful people, I'm talking here Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, these kind of people, if you take a quick look into any of their backstories and the journeys that they went on to get themselves where they are today, you will notice a common theme amongst them all, in that they have had many failures along the way. They failed over and over again until they got to the successful places that they find themselves today. And that truly is a part of the process of being an entrepreneur and creating your dream life. Not everything works right away. So I'm a coach, right? I'm a mindset coach. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's impossible, that you would start your journey tomorrow and become an overnight success and everything will immediately work. The very first thing you try and each different avenue just goes beautifully for you, and you just hit the ground running and never experience a single failure in your life. I believe that anything's possible. I believe that it could happen for you. However, from experience in my own journey and the experience of working very closely with hundreds of coaches in their journeys, it is unlikely. Chances are you are going to experience failures. This video is not to tell you that you don't need to be scared of failure because it's not going to happen, but it's here to tell you that you don't need to be scared of failure because it's not something to be scared of. It's something to embrace. If you look at the definition of what a failure is, right, is normally defined as a loss when you take a loss in any kind of venture that you've gone on. But in business, in entrepreneurship, as a coach, when you go on this journey and you fail in something, you gain awareness, right? You gain information, you gain understanding of what doesn't work, which naturally puts you one step closer to finding what does. In business, failure is a gain. It's not a loss. And this is why we say there is no such thing as failure, only feedback, because every single time you find something that doesn't work, you are one step closer to finding the thing that does. Failure is not something to be scared of. It is something to embrace. And every single time you fail, you get closer to that success. If I had held myself stuck in that place where I was at the beginning, where I was too scared to try because of the potential failures, I would not be living the life that I am today. And I am so glad that I embraced that fear. Okay, I accepted that failure is most likely inevitable, is most likely going to happen, and I retrained my mindset. I changed the way I viewed failure as something that is a good thing, that is something to be embraced. And I won't lie, it's easier said than done in those moments when you find something that doesn't work. It can feel heavy, but you have to remind yourself that this is a part of the process. This is your next step. This is you on the journey to getting where you want to be. And gains, learning new information, getting closer and closer to the life that you want is nowhere near as scary as staying exactly where you are. You could try and you could fail all the way along until you inevitably become a success, or you could not try at all. And yes, you'll never fail, you'll never experience those moments, but nothing's going to change. If you have a life that you're dreaming about over and over again inside your head, that's not going to happen unless you try. That's not going to happen unless you embrace this fear, the potential that something could and most likely will go wrong along the way. But trust yourself that you will address that you will adjust to that you will use this as the learning, as the experience that you need to get where you want to be. This all comes from experience, this all comes from doing it, and that all comes from taking the first step. The only way you can truly fail on this journey is by either not trying or by quitting. Every single time you get back down, just pick yourself back up and fail forward. Keep failing and failing and failing over and over and over again. Promise you, chances are you will get to where you want to be.